The Last Voyage of the Demeter. I'm gonna tell you, I'm really not the one for scary movies, anything of that nature at all. And to be quite honest with you, I did go see Talk to Me, and I kind of liked that movie. This one, however, wasn't really scary. And I'm not quite sure that that's what they were going for anyway. Now, they did have moments where you kind of got a little jump, but I don't think they were quite going for that, you know, that exorcism, which is coming out soon as well. So when I heard about this movie, what intrigued me to actually go see it, which I wish I did not go see it. It was actually boring. But what intrigued me to go see it was I've always been enticed by movies that use like a single area or a sort of like a stage play. For all intents and purposes, this movie is really surrounded around a gentleman by the name of Clemens. Clemens is a doctor. He's a black man that came up during a time period, and I want to say it's set in the Victorian era. I may be completely wrong about that, but he's a black man that was able to graduate from Cambridge in the medical field. Now that, as you know, that was a big accomplishment. However, no one wanted to hire him. Thus, he found an opportunity on a ship that was set to sail for London. And on that ship, he serves as a navigator / doctor. This movie takes a single chapter out of the novel Dracula and focuses primarily on that. It simply is about the voyage, just as the title suggests, the last voyage of the Demeter. Unbeknownst to the crew, Dracula is boxed into a coffin and he's stored down in the cargo area. Of course, that creates the chaos for the movie. Now, I bet that you all are thinking that this movie should have been good. However, I'm going to be honest, I nodded off at least 2 or 3 times. It's not the acting. Everyone acted superb, actually. It's not even the story because, as I said earlier, it's taken directly from the novel Dracula. So the story is superb. The acting is superb. Where we're falling short on this movie is simply the delivery. I didn't care for it at all. It's not that scenes felt rushed. Some scenes, they were perfectly timed. It just did not connect with me at all. A particular scene that I truly enjoyed actually came towards the end of the movie. Matter of fact, it was the very last scene. I don't want to give too much away, but it kind of made me want to see more. And I know that sounds crazy. I just spent 3 or 4 minutes bashing the movie, and then I said I wanted to see more. But oftentimes, the setup for great things are actually boring. Not too long ago, I ordered my daughter a set of books. I believe they're titled the Spies That Bond series. It's actually like a teen bestseller. However, she could not get past the first few chapters of the first book because she said that it was completely boring. I actually listen on Audible. I don't read. But I actually listened to the first few books. This series is actually really great. But she would have never known because she couldn't get past the first part of it. Now, I say that to say this. While I found this movie to actually be a bit dull, I think that if they continued the story, it would actually be really good. Because, as I said, the story is great, the actors are great, and it's set up now for something really, really good. Kind of like Vampire Hunter, the Lincoln Vampire Hunter, the Van Helsing movies. I really can see something starting to bud here. We'll see. I don't think that this movie is going to get reviews that it's looking for. I actually think I saw 41% on the Rotten Tomato meter, and I don't think it deserves to be that ranked that low. I would give it a 6 out of 10. I'm telling you guys, you know how I rank here. Don't even worry about it. Stream it or go see it. And this one is going to get a solid stream it. I am not recommending anyone to reach into their pocket to go see this film. And I really hate to say that. And the reason why is because as I'm looking at this film and I was sitting there wondering, how are they going to pull this off? It's only set in one scene. It's on a ship. The entire movie takes place on a ship. How are they really going to pull this off? And that's what really interests me, because I like movies like that. I like movies that are set in one place because I love seeing how the director and the writers all get together and pull this thing out. Movies such as Phone Booth, Jonathan Boyega's Breaking, and although it did have other places in this movie, I'm going to have to throw Denzel Washington's John Q. because primarily it took place in the ER room. Now, there's a small niche of people who are going to find this movie to be quite amazing. People who like stuff like Game of Thrones, The Witcher, those people I think are going to like this film. It's got that same era. Matter of fact, Cunningham from Game of Thrones is in this film as well. I'm pretty sure you guys seen him from the trailer. This guy actually really did a very good job. But it wasn't unlike Game of Thrones. It was pretty much the same character role, in a sense. I think that if you guys see the film, you will get what I'm saying. Anyway, if you think I'm full of crap and I don't know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. And if you're just adamant about going to see the film right now in theaters, let me know how you felt about it. As always, thanks.